Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. J.D. Martinez looks to notch his 200th hit of the season. Coming up next. Cole Stewart, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Pillar, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise. To many, we all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes on the run for it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. Oh, they come in
Like this team is right now. The games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Starts to go. Home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Batting first, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Next up for the Red Sox, J.D. Martinez. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. A ball and no strikes. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
Now a flare out toward right center. Here comes Mancini, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here it comes, 1-0. This one's down to third. Scooped up. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. Sox nothing. O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch.
Iglesias. No.
A ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. 0-1 the count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
A little 2-out lightning right there, Dan, in the first inning. Let's see if the cleanup hitter's got anything in store.
Boy, what looked like such an easy and a promising easy inning for the pitcher. Now he has to deal with the Thunder, the cleanup hitter coming up.
Standing in, Renato Nunez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Arrieta sets and delivers. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Mancini is off of first with 2 away. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Fouled away. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's Michael Chavis now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Michael Chavis.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball up there.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayes on the run for it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Rafael Devers comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. One and one. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Christian Vasquez stands in as he looks at a called strike. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and this pitch is behind him as he has to arch his back out of the way. It's ball one. This is flared out towards second. To Iglesias for one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
So it's a runner at first with two gone, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. From the stretch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. And ready for his first at-bat, Anthony Santander. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
Anthony Santander.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And guys, let's take a look at Rafael Devers. Got rushed to the big league super quick because the guy could flat rake. Defense has lagged a little bit behind. Had some throwing issues early, but working on his craft and continuing to get better every year.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Hayes carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. So far this season, Hayes comes into play with a slugging percentage over 490, just shy of 500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. 2-1 now. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. DJ Stewart waits on deck. Bottom of the second here with no score. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And that's low, ball four.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Settling in now, DJ Stewart, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Pedroia. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played two full, and we are tied 0-0. Striding in for Boston, Jackie Bradley Jr., and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0. That's in.
Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Three balls and a strike now to Bradley.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Now to the plate, J.D. Martinez. A base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Red Sox leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Into the box now, Boston wins. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0. Two balls, no strike.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. All even now, 2-2. So a full count now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Swinging a ground ball to third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Standing in, Rio Ruiz. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch on its way.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Pedroia has a play. 2 gone.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Ready for another chance? Jose Iglesias. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
At the plate, Hanser Alberto. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Hit out towards second. There is Pedroia. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12 to 10 and 9 to 8. It's nice to see a low scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
2-2.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Michael Chavis.
So the base is empty here with one away, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. And now a pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox fourth, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 1-1 home.
Count is 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Alberto has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder, Trey Mancini.
Mancini.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home fourth. And as you can see there, he currently leads the Orioles in that category. And here's Renato Nunez as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Anthony Santander the next to bat, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Pause, now the pitch. And he takes a called strike 2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. None out, runners at first and second. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. Chris Davis will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury. In now for the O's, Austin Hayes. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
The center fielder.
From the stretch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Christian Vasquez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. High in the air into shallow left center. After to Santander. He's there and records the first out.
Up next for the Red Sox, The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. First offering on its way. Benintendi has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Santander will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Bradley Jr. First pitch on its way.
0-1.
Two outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Swing and a miss on what should have been ball three. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the fifth inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. This is hit softly to third, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. 1 left for the Red Sox. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Good stuff, Heidi.
Orioles,
Thanks.
The designated hitter, number 24.
First pitch of the at-bat. DJ Stewart is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Wynn.
Now at the plate, Austin wins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
Full count. 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit to short. Bogarts has it. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Stepping in, Rio Ruiz. Arrieta is ready. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
That's by him for strike 1.
1-1.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 home. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
This is a big bat right here. No doubt he'd rather go after the 9-hole hitter with a runner on third instead of giving the top of the order a chance to cash in.
Throw in time and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Ready once again, Dustin Pedroia. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Pedroia.
Here's the pitch.
Hey. 0-1 we count.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 is in there for the 2nd strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Grounded to short. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out.
J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Hayes on the run for it, but he won't get there. It falls in. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the pitch. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The first baseman, number 23, Michael Chavis.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Chavis. No hits to this point. He's set and the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Hayes will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave one. Still no score. Coming to the plate now, Jose Iglesias. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth. First offering on its way. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. And this is swung on and hit on the ground to Pedroia at second. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting, second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
Now at the plate, Hanser Alberto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out.
The right fielder, number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. His history with Jake Arrieta. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Bogaerts has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We are still scoreless. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he popped him up. Nunez. He's there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-0.
Go back off the plate. Ball 2.
And he pops it up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one.
Now pitching for the Orioles.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. To Iglesias for one. On to first, and how about that for an entrance? One pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Pilar is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He was a double play victim last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Misses, ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
One out, nobody on. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And here's one that misses, so it's 2-1 now to the Oriole left fielder.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working. Standing in now, Austin Hayes, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles.
And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Miguel Castro will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 50, Miguel Castro.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Bradley with wheels headed for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Kevin Pillar. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
From the stretch.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short, and that's the first down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Justin.
Runner at second, one away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Castro throws what many consider to be one of the better power sinkers in the game. He throws it very hard, and you really don't have to squint to see it drop right off the table.
Hey, I've talked to a lot of guys around the league that hit off this guy, and they say it's like trying to hit a bowling ball. It's a heavy ball with heavy sink. If you make contact, it feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. This guy has one of the best sinkers in the game.
And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
J.D. Martinez.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, runner in scoring position with two gone. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And no advance. It's ball one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. Here's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those two early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Alberto gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. Still no score. Digging in to try it again, DJ Stewart. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
A ball and no strikes. And Looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Austin Wins. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. 1 out, nobody on. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Here's Bogaerts, the young shortstop. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 9th inning coming up, and we still have no score. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Now here it comes.
That's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 23, Michael Chavis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Chavis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Count was 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hayes on the run for it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Now batting, Rafael Devers. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. All set for the bottom of the 9th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Josh Taylor enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 72, Josh Taylor.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Popped him up. Pedroia ranging into shallow right. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
To the plate now, Hanser Alberto. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in now, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And 2. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 10th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Richard Blyer takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Christian Vasquez.
Here comes the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch to short. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now back, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Alberto fields it cleanly. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we still have no score. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Renato Nunez.
Third baseman, Renato.
Heath Hembry comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Number 37, Heath Hembry.
Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Hembry was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got one or two big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And he fouls this one off. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So now to the plate, Anthony Santander, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here it comes.
1, 2 balls, no strikes.
One out, nobody on. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Line toward right center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Striding into the box, Austin Hayes. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I'm just playing my game. I'm gonna watch it after my game. I'll watch. I have it recorded.
Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Games in extra innings.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Pilar's
And it's
there.
nothing.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And this is still a 0-0 ball game.
You know the Orioles hadn't got hit since like the 5th inning. Like, that's the last hit. Now we tie like fucking like 20 straight batters in a row. That's ridiculous. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to put in from the bullpen. I don't trust any of these guys.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Like, what is Kevin Bernard doing?
Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Come on, Bernard. Hit a home run.
Fly ball out toward
Like,
left
he
center
doesn't
field.
do anything.
On the run for it.
Like, the ball doesn't carry. It's these fucking sinkers. They're so gay. Like, the ball don't carry, you hit sinkers.
Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia struggling so
Like,
far
the
in this one and
fuck?
looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game.
Like,
right
my
here.
contact's good.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
1-1 the count. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. High in the air into shallow left
Like,
center.
the
On the run is
fuck?
Santander. He gets there.
Like,
and
the
that's
ball is
second
not
out.
carrying. Like, everything hit is good out. It doesn't do nothing. Like, this game is gonna go to like the 40th innings. No way this game is going to end.
Retired via the ground ball last time
Like
up.
this, like, how you make weak contact, Poya?
First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Pitcher JD Martinez.
The set and the 1-0.
That's terrible. Things should be all over. If you can
Off
score
the
a fucking
outside
run.
that time is the breaking. Ran one in there.
Like, the
This is gonna be
fuck? Stop
second.
only sinkers!
First and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. It's getting late. One run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we still have no score.
Score my ass.
Set now for the bottom of the 11th.
Now,
Standing in is the
James, now I have to
DJ
put this
Stewart.
guy in. I have to use all my pitchers in my bullpen. That's what I don't like.
Matt Strahm takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking
But I
to
hate
get
extra
over to
innings
the
because you
visiting
make your
12th.
bullpen tired, and when you don't have a day off coming up, it just makes the bullpen tired. I had Chris Sales on my next game before. I should definitely shut out the Orioles again.
First delivery
This
to
is
him
I
on
need
the
to
way.
score offense. This offense
Fastball taken, but
sucks.
that
This
gets
fucking
the zone
Orioles
for a strike.
stadium. The reason I don't have to play the Orioles again to the last 3 games of the season at my place, not at their shitty ass park. The Orioles should get a new ballpark. Ballparks suck. Hate it.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Why do I play the Blue Jays? I like the Blue Jays stadium.
Nothing
Seem
in
like
two
can hit home
count, and
runs.
the pitch.
Count is 1-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been
Now
anemic,
what's the
but I always
Cowboys guy
like to give
doing?
credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic
What he's
all game
doing?
long.
Why is he playing? You know if he's playing offline.
Stepping in now, Austin wins. And it's fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
How you know? How you know he's playing offline though?
Set to deliver the 0-1.
That's how it tells you he's playing offline. That's gay.
Strom, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised
they
for this
said
ball
that.
club right
He was
now. I
going
think
from
the
Padres
manager
early
is
this
getting
year.
exactly what they expected.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning.
Yeah.
That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look
Oh,
pretty easy. This has the makings
Oh,
of a
about to
good
see the
outing
first
so
game,
far.
Nick. It's the Cowboys and Rams.
Into the box now, Rio Ruiz.
Who do you think is going to win?
Behind on that one, now behind in the
I think the
count,
Rams will
0-1.
win.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Cowboys are the better team, but who's a better player? They both players suck though, but
And he takes strike 2. The windup and the 0-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still no score. Tanner Scott enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings.
I put the closer in.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Xander.
Why are you running at people in the
Round
bullpen?
out victim last
All the
time up.
players are tired. Yeah, and when they got left is tired. They only have like one guy who's not tired. The fuck.
First offering on its way. Oh,
Hey, there
look
we
at
go.
this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
They put the closer in, that's what he does.
A solo
Gives up a
shot
home
here
run.
to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Not the Royals. 43rd of the year. Bogarts with his 43rd home run of the year. What a season. So he had like 60 home runs.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday.
He's definitely hit
Usually
60.
when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in
Stan
bunches.
might hit
And
60
this
too.
could be the beginning of a very, very
If I
good hot
done
streak.
playing the Warriors, I play the White Sox, Tigers, and I go play Yankees. I have to play Yankees 6 more times.
The first baseman, number 23, Michael.
At the plate now, Michael Chavis, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he lays off for ball 1. No outs, nobody on.
I have to trust my closer. The Barnes and bullpen just in case.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, they have
What
him
am I
looking
swinging
awfully
at?
confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Tigers are only 5-1. The hell, Twins?
As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Now, programming note to pass along. Those of you tuning in to see our afternoon aerobics show Get Fit with Eddie
You don't have to win any game with any team.
Unfortunately, due to the length of the game, that show will not be seen today. Ladies, we will.
Every football team is good.
Digging in, Rafael Devers.
As long as you don't make too many mistakes.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the
shade.
That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Hard to see the ball with the shade.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down.
Wow. What am I team stupid? One more.
Here now the 2-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Now back, left field.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. Lined hard toward short. Oh, and he can't hang on.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ready with the payoff pitch. Line drive to left. Santander is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can rally their troops. Bottom of the 12th inning coming up. The Red Sox on top, 1-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Come on, how is that a ball? These fucking umps.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Fastball up.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that
You
umpire.
fucking kidding
He
me?
didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in an umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Striding in once again, Hanser Alberto. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh.
One out, nobody on. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Workman has thrown a little over 50 innings with an ERA under 2. Lucky to get anything off of him. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield.
Why are you saying a straight one pitch? I fucking always have. What? What? Do I TV box? I was gonna put it. Yeah.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Davis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Baltimore down to their final strike. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Why he's not chasing?
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Matt Strom earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Brandon Workman wraps it up for the save, his league-leading 45th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 1 run on 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Orioles, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and
ready to play.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Oh. They might do it again. Hopefully they do it soon. What was the score? Tampa is winning it. Tampa is a